So I try to come up with some random topics to discuss on this series. You know, just everyday things that no one thinks about except for me. And actually, you know what?
Actually, I think I'll take this episode.
But I've had some really cool ideas for episodes.
Nah, how about you go work on that and I'll take this episode.
Okay, fine. But before you get started, just a quick disclaimer that this is a semi-serious podcast that looks way too far into random topics using factual and scientific information mixed with opinion for the purpose of both comedy and education. As such, certain points may be over-exaggerated for comedic effects, and I highly recommend that people do their own research into the topics discussed in this series. But anyways.
Okay then, I'm Liam's cousin Jess, and on today's introspective, we will be covering doors. According to Wikipedia, a door is a hinged or otherwise movable barrier that allows entry into and exit from an enclosure. Typically, doors are attached to doorways with hinges or slides, and many also feature locking mechanisms. The earliest record we have of doors comes from paintings of Egyptian tombs, which actually featured double doors. The oldest doors we physically have were made of timber. The doors of King Solomon's temple, as told in biblical accounts, were also lined with gold. During ancient Roman times, we see multiple different types of doors, such as singles, doubles, and even the first sliding doors. Jumping forward to the Middle Ages, we start to see some cool designs, such as bronze doors in Germany, and later on in the Middle East, we start to see mosques have doors made of iron and bronze. The first doors from England were made 1,000 years ago for the Westminster Abbey. Jumping forward several centuries, the world's largest doors were made at NASA's Vehicle Assembly Building for their Saturn vehicles used in the Apollo missions. Each doors were 456 feet tall. That's around 139 meters. Okay, so now you know the history of doors, but what are the different types? The most common kind of door is a single leaf door, which is, well, just a single door. You could also have half doors, which are used on horse stables, saloon doors, we're gonna ignore that. Double doors, car doors, aircraft doors, sliding doors, cargo garage doors, and folding doors. Back in the first episode of the series, Liam talked about the surprising amount of ceiling fan related injuries, but doors also carry a surprising level of risk, with an estimated 300,000 injuries in the U.S. every year being attributed to doors. The most common injured body part related to the doors are hands, feet, and fingers. Classic example of a door-related injury is getting your fingers jammed between the hinges. Door hinges can actually exert a force of 40 tons per square inch while being closed. Another common form of door injury is when a door is open and strikes a person on the other side. The last thing we will talk about today is door security. The most secure types of door lock is a deadbolt. Older iterations of deadbolts generally use keys, but newer iterations are oftentimes smart locks, which can be operated via an electric keypad or even a smartphone app. Home security systems can also incorporate door sensors, which can detect when a door is open or closed. One last type of door security that is oftentimes seen are door handlebars. Usually in urban areas, door bars protect the door window from being smashed or even the door itself being destroyed.